triangles. Our first theorem that we have, I think I already have everything written down for you guys, right? So, I thought fill in the blanks were a little too crazy, so I filled them in for you. If you have two angles of one triangle that are congruent to two angles of another triangle, then it's enough to say that the triangles are congruent. So over here in this diagram, let's show this out. Let's name this bottom triangle A, B, C. Let's label the top one D, E, F. We're going to get really creative here. So the angle-angle similarity says, so remember, what did we say the definition of similar polygons was? All angles are congruent and sides are proportional. So if I have two sets of congruent angles, so if A was congruent to D, put arcs in there, let's do double arcs in B and E. If I can show two sets of congruent angles, then I can say that triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF. Does anybody remember which theorem says that if you have two sets of congruent angles, then the third angle also has to be congruent? Way back when, the third angles theorem, right? That's like one of those obvious ones. Which theorem says that the third angle is congruent? The third angles theorem. Okay, so if I have just two, then it holds true that the third will also be congruent. But we don't necessarily need all three, because if I have just the first two, then they were going to be similar. This is the only one that we're going to be using in our proofs. So all of our proof lines will end with this similarity statement with angle-angle, okay, because it's kind of hard to prove similarity or proportionality in sides. So for you guys, just in your class, we're just doing angle-angle. Okay, so proving two angles are congruent. So think back to chapter 4. What were different ways that we proved congruent angles? Vertical angles, right, would give us congruent angles, and parallel lines would give us congruent angles, or angle bisectors gave us congruent angles. Okay, so we're not going to have so many options when we do our proofs, because a lot of our reasons for proof on our purple sheets were for sides, like the reflexive property, midpoint, whatever else was on there. Okay, so angle-angle. Can you get two congruent angles? If so, then yes, we can say that my triangles are similar. Got that one? Okay, so then the second one is side, 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 which is different from our side, side, side congruencies, because back when we were talking about congruent triangles, my sides had to be congruent. Here, if the corresponding side lengths of two triangles are proportional, so I don't know if you want to underline that, circle that, highlight it, here your sides need to be proportional. What does it mean for sides to be proportional? Well, think back to what we did in section 6.2. We made a whole bunch of ratios, then reduced them to see if the decimals were the same. If they were, then we could say that we have proportional sides. So let's go ahead and name these A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay. So if, let's say AB, so if we have AB is in a ratio with, looks like that would be DE, is equal to BC over EF, which is equal to AC over DF. So if it's true that all my ratios are equal, then it's true that my sides are proportional. Then it's safe to say that triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF. Okay. So if we're checking side, 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 I need to check, do all of my sides ratios equal each other? And all we're going to do there is just have our calculator in hand. I'm going to do this, divide by this. Then I'm going to do this, divide by this. Check to see if they're the same. Then I'll do this, divide by this. Check to see if they're the same. Okay. Did you guys remember back in section 6.2, we had this, where we had 5, 5, 6, 4, 4, 8, and then angle, 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 angle. And the question was, are they similar? And so we would ask ourselves the first question, do I have congruent angles? Yes. Are my sides proportional? Well, I don't know, let's check. Is 5 over 4 the same as 6 over 8? Yeah, 5 over 4. Is that the same? No, those aren't the same. My cross products are not the same. So they're not similar. So here we had to check everything. So what's the purpose of these theorems? It's shortcuts. Okay, so are my sides proportional? If yes, then we have similar triangles. If not, then we do not. And the last one is side angle side, which says if an angle of one triangle is congruent to an angle of a second triangle. So let's go ahead down here, make our triangles A, B, C, D, E, F. So if I have one triangle, so let's make B and E congruent. So if one angle of one triangle is congruent to an angle of a second triangle, and the lengths of the sides including these angles are proportional. So my sides that would be proportional would be AB would have to be proportional to DE, would have to equal to BC over EF. Does everybody see how those would be the sides that would include the angle? Back in the day, we would have a tick mark here, double tick mark, double tick mark. But now I'm not showing congruence for side angle side. I'm showing similarity, which means my sides need to be proportional. Okay, so if we have proportional sides and we have an included angle, then we can say that they are similar triangles. Okay, so those are our 3 theorems. Angle is going to be your best friend because that one's easy. Just look for congruent angles. If you have sides anywhere in your labeling of your triangles, well then start checking your ratios. Do your ratios match up? Always compare the smallest with the smallest, the largest with the largest, the middle with the middle. Okay, so once you have that, flip on to the back. And let's just look at a bunch of examples to see if we can figure out if they're similar or not, and if so, which theorem. All right, so determine whether they're similar. If so, write a similarity statement followed by the reason why they are similar. Do I have any angles, any degrees in this diagram? Nope, so that throws angle out the door. So or side angle side, because you need an angle for that. So now let's check our sides. So what's my smallest number over here on the left triangle? 21. I'm going to make that in a ratio with what on the right? 15. Okay. So then I need to check to see if that's equal to, now let's do the middle. So 35 and 25. Turn that into a proportion. And I want to see if that's equal to the largest compared to the largest, which is 42 over 30. If you have a calculator in hand, practice it along with me. I'm going to do 21 and I'm going to divide it by 15, which gets me the decimal 1.4. And I'm going to do 35 divided by 25. Oh, that's nice. That gets me 1.4. So far, so good. Let's check the last one. 42 divided by 30 is 1.4. Are they similar? Yes. So I'm going to say yes. I'm going to write my similarity statement. So what order do we want our letters to go in? PQR. So P, triangle PQR is similar to triangle, if I go PQR, then my other one's going to be XYZ by side, 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 similarity. Okay, and it's important that you put that similarity symbol after so that I know that you're not talking about side, side, side congruence. So put the side, side, side similarity right there. Okay, so side, 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 check your proportions. Let's go to number 2. Can I erase this? Okay. Number 2, I only see angles, so that's nice. So now I gotta check, do I have congruent angles? Do I have one set of congruent angles?
Yeah.
Yep, D and G are already congruent because they're 90 and 90. But 64 and 26 are not the same. But could I find K? What will be the degree of K? Aiden? 26. How'd you get that?
90 and 64 and
Subtracted it. Or me, mentally, I would do 180 minus 90 is 90. 90 minus 64 is 26. Now, do you have 2 sets of congruent angles? Yeah, now we've got K and C matching up. So that's all I need. I could find E, which would happen to be 64 also. But all you need is 2. That's enough. So I'm going to say yes, they are similar. So triangle, let's go CDE would be similar to triangle C matches up with K, D matches up with G, which means E would match up with H by angle, angle, similarity. Okay. All right, number 3. Here we have overlapping triangles. In this chapter, we're going to have that a lot. So notice you have the top orange one, and then you've got the big red one. You see how they're overlapping? Do you have any sides listed? Are there any side lengths anywhere on that diagram? No. So that throws out side, angle, side, and side, 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 which leaves me with my only option of angle, angle. Do I have one set of congruent angles? Yep, here I see a 65, here I see a 65. I don't have an angle here at A, and I don't have an angle here at TCE. But do I have another congruent angle somewhere? Aiden? Angle E at the top. Does everybody see that they both share angle E in common? What property tells me that angle E is congruent to itself? Reflexive property, right? So if I were doing a proof, I would say angle E is congruent to angle E because of the reflexive property. Okay, so this is your reflexive property in action. So your reflexive property is telling us that angle E is congruent to angle E. So now do you have 2 sets of congruent angles? Yes, you do. So are my triangles similar? Yes. I'm going to name the top one first. Triangle TEC would be similar to triangle. T would correspond to what in the other one? T matches up with P and then E and then A. Good. By angle, angle, similarity. Okay. All right. Number 4. So here I see both sides and some angles. So I'm probably going to be thinking, let's check side, angle, side. Do you have one set of congruent angles? Yes. G and X are the same degree. That's the included angle between my sides. So now we got to check proportional sides. So over on the left, start with the smallest, which is smaller, 21 or 30. 21. And I'm going to put that in a fraction with what on the other side? Go smallest, 35, and I want to check to see if they're the same as my last two numbers, so it's going to be 30 over 50, so calculator in hand. 21 divided by 35 is 0.6. 30 divided by 50 is 0.6. Are my sides proportional? Yes. So are my triangles similar? Yes. So triangle XYZ is similar to triangle X matches up with what on the other side? G. Y matches up with, bless you, D, good. Because Y comes from the largest side of X, so D, and then we're left with J. Phi, side, angle, side, similarity. Okay. Now we've got one more. I don't see any numbers on this one, so they must not be similar, are they? You've got two sets of congruent angles. Where's the second set? The vertical angles. Perfect. Your vertical angles are congruent to each other. So you've got D congruent to E, and then you got your vertical angles in the interior. So yes, they are similar. So triangle ABE would be similar to triangle, what would be the order on the other side? If I go ABE, that would be CBD by angle, angle, similarity. Okay? Questions with any of that? So we've got side, 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 angle, angle are your three theorems. So all you're going to be doing for your homework, and I'll project the pages up here so you can start working on it with the remainder of class time, is given these triangles,